Really big gains today to follow up on yesterday. Some really nice shorts in the stock indexes. Good trades in gold as well. Some of the portfolios are at or near equity peaks. Talked about this a couple of days ago. We'll go over the complete portfolio details. But here are the daily P&Ls for each of the portfolios. 5-figure on the stock index portfolio 2020 and on the 200K portfolio up 11. 465 on the day. Other portfolios were strong across the board. And I'm going to go over the trades and we'll go over the results for each of the portfolios so you can see how the drawdown curve has bounced back in a strong way since Monday and how we're near equity peaks. We're less than $1,000 away from equity peaks in all 77. And we're at equity peaks in the 25K, 50K portfolio. So I want to show you the latest trades for today, September 23rd. Cobra 3 has really struggled today. It made up some of those losses, plus 2662.50 on the E-mini S&P. Not at equity peaks though. Adaptive moving average started out on the wrong side today, rolled over to the short side, plus 637.50. 60-minute breakout. Got short, was just stopped out, and then the market rolled over again. Got short again, plus 350 on the day. And tick count trend ES, minus 425, trying to take the counter trend trade. Still above still above Monday's lows, and so that was interesting how the market supported Monday's lows, and it has not made a definitive strong move down. The VIX is still below 30, and it's between 25 and 30 right now. NQ also had some nice trades. That I made a video earlier about how our new workspaces are divided by markets now, and so NQ, Cobra 3 NQ trade on the day, plus 39.20 on Cobra 3 NQ. It has had a brutal losing streak and a big bounce back today. Really paid off. Staying with that. Tick count trend NQ, plus 575 on the day, catching this rollover on the short side. And Tick Pulse V12, plus 27.35. Nice trade on the day. And then we had gap continuation, just barely stopped out twice. You know, I think if our stop loss would have been $400 or $500, we would have been able to stay in this trade. Let's see, it got stopped out here at 11.035.50, and the high up here was 11.045. So you needed about $200 more. Cobra 3 NQ was almost stopped out. It was a couple of points away. Would have been interesting in that scenario. Oftentimes you think loading up on contracts right before you're stopped out. So if you get that turning point and you catch a trade like this, you can catch massive profits. And if you're wrong, you know, your stop loss is right there, fairly close. Most of the time, if you do that, you'll probably get stopped out, but it'll be a small loss. I don't have a system for that, and I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you tested it first and calculated the results on doing something like that. But that is always a potential, especially when you want to maximize gains on big down days. So good day in the stock indexes. 3 out of 4 in the NQ, and then on the ES, 3 out of 4 strategies were profitable on the ES. Gold, 3 for 3. Gold Flash, plus 675. Asia 4 short, plus 975. Cobra Gold took a short trade early, plus 575 on that trade. Then we had silver, no trades on silver, no trades on crude oil. Natural gas was the downer on the day, minus 725, minus 725, minus 825. It had a couple of days of nice profits, and then today with some give back with those losses. RBOB, no trades. Soybeans, minus 200 on the day. Euro, minus 331.25. Dynamic tick pullback. No trades. Tick fader, plus 375. And here is the portfolio calculator. Again, the daily P&Ls for each of the portfolios. I'm working on a way to publish this more quickly and have the list of strategies for each portfolio as well, and then publish it so it's easier to check your results exactly by strategy and by portfolio. Should have that done in the next few days. And let's see, the results on all 77, we are $700 away from an equity peak. 2 days ago, we were in a $16,000 drawdown, so up about $15,000 in the last 2 days in that portfolio. This should say 923. Let me update that. So I just updated it today, and it's up on the month, up $3,800 on the month. Kind of a slow month to match with September, but it's bounced back, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days left, 5 trading days left. We'll see if these nice trends can continue, or if we get more chop. Either way, anything could happen. I have anticipated higher prices, and I was wrong. We got this sell-off today, but my systems were right, and so that's what's important. And the best way to lose money is to insist that the market do what you think it ought to do, and to go against your strategy. So we stick with the strategies. Now the big gain today in the stock index portfolio, we are trading 2 contracts of the NQ. So if you're trading 2 contracts of the Cobra 3 NQ, you're up almost $8,000 today just on that strategy. So it's had its losers taking 2 contracts on those trades, but today was an example of a big winner. This was at a $19,000 drawdown a few days ago. It's at $56.60, and so big bounce back here. And let's see, where are we on the month? For this minus 647.50, right around break even. The last 2 years have actually been down, so we're looking forward to Q4, and a strong finish in September would be a nice way to roll into Q4. All strategy access 36 is 14,517 drawdown. It was I can't remember the exact drawdown from 2 days ago. It's down 11,280 on the month. It has bounced back from its drawdown from a couple of days ago. It was down near $25,000 drawdown, so it's bounced back by about $10,000 the last couple of days. And the 200K portfolio was in about a $16,000 drawdown on Monday, I believe. It's $1,600 away from a brand new equity peak, up 35.75 on the month. And you see the drawdown curve. You see how it comes down to this level? Oftentimes it comes down to this level. We talked about on Monday, hey, there's a good entry point. It's down here at this level, and it's bounced. And so drawdowns are cyclical, and that was a good turning point. And so let's look at the 25K portfolio. It is at equity peaks after the Cobra 3 trade today. It is up 47.1750 on the month. And here is the drawdown curve, very tightly wound towards equity peaks. You see it continue to hit equity peaks up here. And so those are the results. Let's look at the micro stock index and gold portfolio. It's bounced back. It was in about a $2,200 drawdown, so it's up about $1,800 per micro. And it's up on the month by 212. So nice gains today. Now this is 1/10 of the S&P and gold contract. You mean S&P and gold? And sometimes there's some differences. And so there's been a few differences in the micros. For example, Gold Flash did not generate a signal today on the micro, but it did on the regular size gold contract. And so sometimes the prices are slightly different in those, and actually sometimes there's a big difference in prices between the micros and the regular contract. So that's why you might see some differences sometimes. Sometimes it's going to be a little better, sometimes it's going to be a little worse. So that's the micros. You can trade this with the regular contracts as well. 100K day trade portfolio, 2,800 from an equity peak. Let's look at the results. 7,700 on the month. Nice results, one of the top performing portfolios. And then the liquid day trade portfolio, down $5,600 drawdown. It's a minus 743.75 on the month. And we have SR counter trend 234. It's in a $11,000 drawdown. Break even on the month, so it's kind of hanging in there. SR counter trends have bounced back a little bit from their lows. You see this drawdown curve, how they've bounced back, and anticipate the SR counter trends to do better in Q4. So those are the trades on the day, the portfolio results. Nice gains. This is the type of scenario where you can just go through a long series of losers, small losers, slow drawdowns, and then hit a big gain and hit a big winner. Let's look at that. and the all 77. Let's look at the drawdown curve again in this, and then some of the daily results. It's going to update here. And so this one went through about a 16K drawdown and it bounced back. This is kind of a slow drawdown. And let's look, you can see that better in the calcs column. If you look in the calcs column or the calcs tab, and then you look at this column, CY. CY is the drawdown. So on this day, this is the daily P&L. It made $2,700 on this day, which was September the 9th. September the 9th. And then it just kind of went through this period of losing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days in a row. Small winner. And then another losing day. So 7 out of 8 days you're losing right here. 7 out of 8 days you're losing, and that feels terrible. It's hard sometimes to sit through those, and emotionally it can feel almost like the pain that you feel sometimes. Some pain that I feel sometimes is kind of like when you eat ice cream too fast. Just a pain in your head. You hate going through these losing streaks, but that's part of trading. And then bounce back in 2 days, $700 away from a new equity peak. And so slow drawdown, fast bounce back. Sometimes it's a fast drawdown and a slow bounce back. So that's what's going on. That's what the latest results are and how the portfolios have been working in September. We know that September is a slow month, but a strong finish in September to me is positive as we roll into Q4 and try to hit these big numbers if we get big volatility. 128K in Q4 of 2018. So trades on the day for September 23rd, 2020.